Hello everyone, this is Skillari and today in this video we are going to look into lists and tuples. The prerequisite of this video would be that you already know a bit of Python and you have an IDE installed in your system. As for this video, we are going to use our Jupyter notebook, that is our notebook environment. Before jumping into the main context, make sure to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Make sure to give your genuine reviews in the comment section. So let's get started with the video. In Python, we have 4 built-in data types to store collection of data. That are list, tuples, set, dictionary. All of these 4 data types have different qualities and usage. As of today, we are going to talk about tuples and list. So let's get started with list. To initialize a list in Python, it's very easy. We just have to put square brackets inside of it. For example, let's create an empty list where new list is equal to square brackets. That's how you can create an empty list. If you want to create and populate data into it, you just have to write values. Let's say I have a list which is having it's a shopping list which is having maybe 3 values: apple, rice and biscuits. This is how a list will be created for that. List items are ordered, changeable and allow duplicate values. It is ordered. When we say that lists are ordered, it means that the items have defined order and that order cannot be changed. If you add new items to the list, new items will be placed at the end of the list. It can be indexed. So each and every value in a list has an index, and the index, the first position of the index is always 0. The second is 1, and then that's how it proceeds. Also, lists are changeable. When I talk about changeable, the meaning is we can change, we can add and remove items in a list after it has been created. It also allows duplicates, so you can have duplicate value in list also. So in short, to conclude, lists are ordered, changeable and it does allow duplicates. Let's get started with tuples. Tuples are quite similar to list. They are also used to store multiple items in a single variable. That is, it is used to store collection of data. To create a tuple, we have to use parentheses or round brackets. For example, if I have to create an empty tuple or new tuple, I just have to mention 2 empty round brackets, and that's how you can create an empty tuple. Let's take, if you want to populate data into it, you just have to write the values inside of round brackets. For example, my shopping list, just as the previous example we took for list. So here is my shopping list, and inside of this round brackets we have biscuits, rice and apple, whatever we need to. Tuples are ordered. They also allow duplicates, but what makes it distinct is it is unchangeable. It is immutable. What I mean by this is, once tuple has been created, we cannot change or add or remove items from a tuple. As it is ordered, again it will be having indefinite order and the order will never change. You can index it. Index again starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and it proceeds. It also allows duplicates. The main difference between list and tuple is it is immutable. That is, tuple cannot be changed. Let's brief both of them side by side. So starting from list, lists are ordered. It also allows to index us. It also allows duplicate elements, as well as it is mutable. That is, we can change, we can add, we can remove values from a list. Whereas in tuples, it is also ordered. It allows indexing. It also allows duplicate elements, but it is immutable. That is, we cannot add or remove values. We cannot change values in a tuple. Let's jump into Jupyter Notebook to test out everything we have learned just now. Let's start by creating our very first list. So let's create a list. My list is equal to For creating a list, we need square brackets, and let's add some numbers. Let's print my list. Similarly, let's create my tuple is equal to 1 in round brackets 1 2 3 4 5, and let's print my tuple. Okay, if you check the type of my list, it will show you list, and if you check the type of my tuple, it will show tuple. Now, as you know that my list is indexable, so if you have index numbers at index 0, we have 1, at index number 4 we have the last value. Similarly, if you check for my tuple also, square brackets again to index it, if you see at index number 0 we have 4, which is quite true, as over here you can see that 0 1 2 3 4, and same thing if you change let's say 2, we have index number 3. So the main difference between list and tuple was that we cannot add remove values. So let's check that out. So my list, if I want to append something, let's add a value at the end of the list. So at the end of the list I want to add 6. If I check my list now, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6. If I have to change any value, so let's say my list, and at index number 1 let's change the value to 10, and if you check my list now, it will be 1 10 3 4 5 6. That is, my list is mutable, we can add and change values into it. But if you check in my tuple dot append, if I try to add any value, let's say 7, it will show that it cannot append it. It will throw out an attribute error. Same thing if you try to change the value. So let's say at my tuple, again we'll do the same thing. At my tuple index number 1, I want to change the value to 10. It will show that tuple object does not support item assignment. So that's everything about my list and tuple, and that's how different my list and tuple are. My tuples are basically used for data security. Your data is saved, nobody can infringe it. So, and list is basically just the opposite of it. It's mutable, so you can change out values into it. That's it for this video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe